Hey guys, I'm just in the back room doing some stuff. I just want to address something, okay? Nothing bad. This is literally probably a 2-minute video. Two things. First of all, to my mother, you don't, the times that you choose to call is very strange. I realize that you don't start dialing my phone until the heat gets a little hot. So I'm thinking maybe your little friends called you up saying they needed help. That's not happening. All right? You're going to lay up off me until you start telling the truth about the secret babies and the kangs that you hiding. Me and you ain't got nothing to talk about, even then when you admit it. Because it's going to come out one way or another. It's going to come out on the news, or we just going to let it play out in the media the way it has. And I want to be very clear, Ma, this is something that you initiated. All right? You got in bed with these demons and decided that out of your kids, you was going to choose my life as the one to be taken. All right. So now that it comes back to bite you in your behind, I don't want to hear one word. And no, I'm not talking to you because I ain't got nothing to say to you. All right. You're still lying. You're still over there not telling the truth. You ain't telling about the babies. You ain't telling about the missing money. You ain't, you're full of crap. So, since you be sneaky and call up, don't play with me. I'll put out screenshots. Everything I say is facts. That's number one. So again, until you release my money, and even then, me and you ain't got nothing to talk about. But your truth and the truth, right, is going to come out. All right, so you need to stop hiding behind your little telephone. You shouldn't have did it if you're going to be ashamed about it. Don't throw stones and then hide your hands. I don't care how long ago you made the deal. I don't care what your excuse is. To this day, you still hiding babies. You're hiding passports. You're hiding the laundering. You're hiding the Densmores and all the other mega people that you hiding. Don't play with me. That's number one. If you keep disrespecting me, I'm going to keep putting out screenshots and I'm going to keep blasting you on everything that I put out. All right? So you're going to go sit down. The other thing is, the simple fact that y'all think I do voodoo and all this other nonsense. No, I don't. I don't do any of that stuff. If I did do it, I'd tell you. I ain't got nothing to hide. You, on the other hand, all right, you bed hopping, you at the parties, you doing whatever, all right. Some of y'all is bending it over backwards and twirling. I don't know what you're doing, all right. But this is what you've been trying to do. You've been trying to find something on me by sending folks to my house, and you didn't get nothing, all right. You ain't got nothing. I ain't done nothing no different from you. And if we really look at the scoreboard, friends, it looks like you did way worse than me. See, Mama and Papa done lived. All right. So what you trying to do is cover up your crap, and you covering up crap for other people. So y'all let the devil trick you, and then you gonna sit up here on the radio and the TV and say, "Oh, something wrong with her." I ain't nothing wrong with me. I got good sense. To the crowd, I want to be very clear. You want to be mindful of the people that you listen to. These people are criminals. They're laundering money and all types of nonsense. And then on top of it, they got fake degrees they made up on their own. Sit yourself down. Don't you ever come for my resume. Don't you ever come for my platform. And like I told you earlier, I said, if you keep disrespecting me, it's going to get worse for you and your friends because I ain't done yet. All right? So you allow me to have a good day. There ain't no need for you to call me up. And ain't no need for me to call you. I looked at the phone and I have all these missing calls for days. That means I'm not talking to you. That means me and you ain't on the same page and I don't rock with you. Right now, I'm really trying to be nice because I'm on YouTube and I got pretty flowers in front of me because I didn't want to get up with a trill board where I could just, go into a mode. I don't want to do that. But JEANETTA, what you will do is you're going to lay up off me until you're willing to admit that, your daughter was sleeping around from bed to bed, until you admit that something is up with your king, and then you got another king preacher you covering for, and apparently there's a few other kings you covering for. All right, so until you're willing to admit that, and most of all, just give me my money. I don't want to be bothered with you. Just like you made the decision to put me on the market. You decided to prostitute me out, essentially, whether it be my voice, my talent, my body, people you don't want me in. Really, who the hell do you think you are? You're going to find out today, sister. So if I was you, don't call me up. All right? There's no need for you to call me until you talking about money. And even then, we just need to go through a professional. I don't want to deal with you. You're a lying thief, and I'm going to tell the world you a thief. And you're going to stop lying on me to these people. And you're going to also, whatever you're doing, I don't practice voodoo. I don't do voodoo. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. All right? It's a cultural practice, a cultural spiritual practice from wherever, right? I'm not knocking anybody who does that. We all do not think the same. All right. But what you ain't going to do is sit and tell folks that that's what I'm doing. You ain't going to be sending people to my house tomorrow. Oh, I think something's wrong. See, you guys need to understand that ain't nothing but a mask for the devil to cover up the bed hopping, JEANETTA. You're bed hopping. You was doing, see, if you wasn't bed hopping, you supported the bed hopping. All right. And again, I don't care who you are. It goes from Oprah Winfrey to you, whoever. I don't care who you are. You keep my name up out your mouth or it gets worse for your friends. I told you people, you're going to leave me alone and you're going to leave this community alone. And if you don't, you think I'm done there. I ain't done. I ain't even get started yet. I'm trying to tell you. So you might want to lay off, JEANETTA. You either talking about giving me my money. Me and you ain't got no other conversations to have. Until you could get up and say your daughter's a bed hopping slut, which she is, and she done slept around with all God knows who, and you tried to send a prostitution ring after anybody that you thought would be interested in me. See, the thing is, watch God bless me and watch everything fall for you like it is. And it's only going to get worse. The more you keep lying, the more you sit up here and you say, oh, these people are doing black magic. Sister, you and your kings and all of them, y'all are the ones up yelling presto. I ain't thinking about you. I'm over here reading my cards. I'm over here doing my desking just because you don't like the way I praise. See, that's always been the issue. See, you don't like the way I praise. No, you don't like the fact that I'm uncovering your crap. Your crap has been uncovered. All right. It's just mainstream now. Unfortunately for you, it made the news. I don't care. All right. You already got people driving by my house. I don't give no what's what you think. You going to give me my money. And if you don't release it, guess who will? The Lord. And you know that because he already wiping the floor with you. I know you. I know you like the back of my hand. I always knew you was dirty. I knew you was conniving. I knew you were evil. But I didn't know you was going to do this to me. And being that you did, you got the right sister. Because I'm not your daughter. I don't know who I am. I'm still trying to figure that part out. Nobody knows. Nobody knows who the daddy is. Nobody knows who the truth is. And as long as you keep coming for me, I'm going to send for you. All right? And if me and you come in contact, again, you already know what it is. So if I was you, I'd stop calling. Don't call me up. What you going to do is release my money. And if you don't want to release, watch how your wall falls. It's going to fall and get worse. All right? You will lose everything if you haven't already. I ain't checked in enough to know. I have no idea. To me, it don't sound like you doing good. And actually, I don't care how you doing. You didn't care when you had them niggas following me. Right? When you had these old nasty men following me. When you was prostituting your kids out or whatever you was doing. When you was letting these nasty, disgusting men use my identity. Devil, you going to sit yourself down. And if you come anywhere near me, I promise you, you already know what's going to happen to your teeth. You ain't going to have none. All right? You can take all the pills you want. You can slump over all you want. The problem is still there. The problem is you. And I will get you on religious persecution. How you stirring up stuff in a pot gonna tell me that something is wrong with me when you out chanting and doing presto, taking trips with fake passports? Sister, you better sit yourself down. Now, I already slipped up and said a word that I shouldn't have said, right? But it can get worse. So I'm going to get up off here now. But if you keep playing with me, I promise you it's going to get worse. And I told you that over the phone, right? And in 2 seconds, I said, what do you want? Mary said, what the hell? I heard this. Get out of here. You sit yourself down. Now, everybody know what you did. Don't be shamed now. You wasn't shamed when you was doing it. So I don't want you to be shamed now, sis. Where's your son at? Where's the daughter at? Is they in jail? Where the baby's at? You's a lie. And until you stop lying on me, your world is going to get worse and it's going to fall. So if I was you, you better get a little meeting going. Call up your friends. Y'all all need to stand up and say what the church is, right? The church is a lie. Not all of yous, but for the most part, the way you have misrepresented who is God, you're a lie. And if you think I'm going to stand by it, I'm not. Especially when you're trying to drag me down. You thought you was going to die. With nobody finding this stuff out. Like something is really wrong with you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So whatever you signed off on, whatever you denying in terms of what your whole ass daughter did, that ain't my F. I don't care. You give me my money. Me and you ain't got no business. You about as good. You ain't worth. You and that Alexis woman, y'all's on the same page. You heard? That type of, like, that's the vibe. You garbage. You're conniving. And you better give me my money. And that's simple, because you can either release the money quietly, or you can, because you already brought to an open shame. Your name is all over the airwaves, and they now all your friends is all over the airwaves. So, you can't stop the trend that you started. Don't get mad when your nonsense backfires, because you was staring it on up in the pot. To my yeah, whatever you was yelling, it didn't work. What happened was it went right back to you. All right, any way you put it. See, the thing is that you people that think you better than everybody else and you holier than thou. Reaping what you sow is the same thing as karma. See, those are people with limited vocabularies. It's universal. But you want to act like you better, and you watch your world spin out of control. You watch how you can't get up out the bed because they all over the TV talking about you. The neighbors are talking about you. The family talking about you. You brought yourself to an open shame. You done brought the doggone state to the open shame. Y'all got operations going on in the state from state to state to state. I don't know what made you think this wasn't going to come out. You's a fool. And then you turn around and let these mega fools make a fool out of you. They going to make a fool out of you, but you won't be doing it to me because I ain't done nothing to you. All right, you showed up in my house with the cameras and I made the police report. Now, police reports, for the most part, I don't know. I know you got some crazy folk out there, obviously, here on YouTube. See, what happens is you'll get 26,000 views, right? And then they'll shave 5,000 off and put it in their banking account, or shave off after. You think you slick. We know what you doing, and it's all gonna come out. You watch your little world spiral out of control. I'm mad right now. Y'all don't even know. I ain't mad enough where I can get up and throw something, but I am not happy with what here JEANETTA BEASLEY done. Who she decided she was going to get into bed with, whether it be business or bed. All right, you know what you did, and it's going to come out. And I know your friends know, and they shame too. And as long as you keep coming for me, I'm going to tell all your business. All right, because you know me. I don't go around talking about nobody. But being that you decided to give an open invitation to your demons to come in my house, now you going to get met with a hand of God. I'm going to hand it to you. Right? Boom. There you go. Every time you come and move wrong, I'm going to destroy you. So if I was you, JEANETTA, I would just hand over the check. Just say you did, say mama did something wrong. Mama stole you, whatever. That's the problem with you parents. You always want to act like you perfect, especially with the black church. I'm talking to my people specifically. Being that y'all like Broadway shows, ain't nothing wrong with me reprimanding you in front of the world. How about that? You need to get your act together. You're a shameful disgrace. You really are. You're disgusting. It's just, you sit up there and you talk about, oh, this one of the people and this and all. It's you. You the problem. Y'all is the ones, all these black women out here that ain't married. And what do you know? You hustling them in the bed. They ain't never had no chance of getting married. The scriptures are true, but, there's also the piece where you got black folk like you, JEANETTA, and friends who like to perpetuate nonsense so our community doesn't grow. Those days are over. So I don't care what happens to you. You sell your house. You can sell your shoes. You can sell your church hats. I don't care what you sell. You better get me my money. That's all I got to say. All right. I hope everything works out for you. I really don't care what happens to you. Like I said, when you had all the men following me and when you got all these rows of people coming by my job and you was sending folks out or whatever evil you was doing, and then you was hiding strange behaviors on your son who's married with baby claims. I don't understand that. I don't know. And then you got the daughter. We don't know who the baby daddy is. And then you going to lie and say that, you know what? Omitting information is just as bad as lying. It's the same thing. You get in the same trouble because you knew. So even if your relationship with me didn't mean it, you still lied. So I have no respect for you. Why would I respect you? As long as you act like a FB, that's what you're going to get talked to like. I'm grown. I don't have to be respectful to you. I've been respectful my whole life. When I got my first real paycheck, the stuff that I've done. Anybody that knows me, I do a lot of donating in the background if I have it. I'll send a message. I'll say, don't say my name. There's no need to. That's it. I don't have to come out and say what I do for people, but my mother knows well what I done for her. She know what I done for her doggone daughter that done slept around after I don't even care no more. I don't care what you people do. I'm going to be honest, and I said it before and I say it again. I won't be at your funeral. I don't care. I'm actually hoping when I get up, the Lord, I'm going to be honest. That's how I feel. If a story flashes of you, I'm going to look at it and I'm going to say, oh, well, and then I'm going to turn over and go back to sleep because you will reap what you sow. And I know you reaping it right now. I know you sick to your stomach, huh? And you about to be more sick. You keep disrespecting me. I'm going to show you how to hood play because you must have forgot. I'll talk to y'all soon. Love you.